Hi everybody, today we're going to talk about color. Color and even its absence is essential in creating art. It sets the mood, conveys emotions, establishes harmony, and adds depth and interest to compositions. Effective use of color ensures consistency throughout the piece. With paint, we can create all colors by mixing three primary colors. While today it is more accurate to use these as primary colors, we'll use the classic ones just for the sake of simplicity, okay? So we have red, yellow, and blue as primary colors, and by mixing them, we have green, orange, and purple, which are secondary colors. And by mixing primary with secondary colors, we create intermediate colors. And these are called hues, which are the colors at their purest state. And from these, we get to tints, tones, and shades. Tint is produced by adding white to a hue, making it lighter and creating a softer version of the original color. Tone is achieved by adding gray to a hue, which moderates the saturation and results in a more subdued version of the color. And finally, shade is created by adding black to a hue, making it darker and resulting in a deeper version of the original color. We will not dive much deeper in color theory as we will explore it intuitively in upcoming exercises. Nonetheless, I encourage you to learn more about it, so we are providing some useful links. So how do we get started with color selection? Choosing the right color is one of the most important things for your artwork to be minimally good. At times, we see that a composition has it all, and yet it misses something. Usually, it is due to bad color choices. So how to avoid the most common mistakes? First of all, learn which colors work well together. There are free resources that can help you find which colors work better together, and we are providing some links. So if you want to work with a particular shade of blue, for instance, and want to know what colors can go with it, just pick the shade of blue on the color wheel and it will suggest the best choices for you. It's simple like that. Secondly, try to avoid the heavy use of primary colors. There are quite some styles that work perfectly with basic colors only. However, for all the rest, this can leave the artwork a little bit stiff and lacking interest and visual appeal. Also, try to limit the number of used colors. Too many colors can create visual confusion. Instead, select up to 5 and add interest by varying their tints, tones, and shades. And finally, make good use of negative space. Not every part of your artwork needs to be painted. Negative space is also an important design element. So here are some tips for effective color use. The number one rule is practice, practice, and practice. We become masters of what we practice the most. So start with a limited color palette, 3 to 5 colors, and try to understand their interactions. And experiment with monochromatic palettes, which are varied tints and tones and shades of one particular hue. Also, you can try analogous palettes using hues that are close on the color wheel. You can also try complementary palettes like tones and tints and shades of opposite hues. Try to set a color hierarchy, which is find your dominant color, the one that will take up the biggest proportion of your artwork. It is also the color that will set the overall mood to it. Then you pick the subdominant or complementary colors that will give support to the dominant color, adding variety. And then you add some accent colors that are used in very small amounts just to provide contrast and create focal points. Also, think of balance. Not all colors should be equally distributed on the canvas. You can use the golden ratio as a guideline for proportion to create balance and harmony. So for our homework, I will suggest that you find some simple outline illustration and using no more than 5 colors, try to experiment with different combinations. And after trying a few, you can review what you have done and then repeat until you become more confident in selecting colors for a harmonious palette. Keep on practicing, and thank you for joining us.